Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to share with you guys how we made these delicious, yummy, soft, flavorful bread rolls. So these are all my ingredients. Here I have 1 cup of warm milk, 2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 2 large eggs, and then 1 more egg which I'm going to be using as my egg wash. You'll see that at the end. And then we also have 4 cups of all-purpose flour and 1/4 a cup which I'm going to use to sprinkle on my surface when I'm molding my dough. Okay, we're also going to be using 6 tablespoons of butter, room temperature, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to be using a pinch of nutmeg. As you can see, I'm going to run my nutmeg through a sieve. Now, the process of me mixing my dough and everything together, I lost it in the process of filming. I think somehow my camera went off while I was filming and I did not realize it. But I just put in the ingredients in the order in which I measured. Okay, I put my warm milk, I added my instant dry yeast, I added my sugar, my egg, my flour, my butter, my salt, and then I sprinkled in some this flavorful thing, nutmeg. Okay, and then when I got to this consistency, I sprinkled in some flour. I sprinkled in about 2 tablespoons of flour because it was very sticky. You could see that it was still sticky, and then I covered it. You guys, this process takes time. I covered it for 2 hours. And then by the time I was opening it, it was all risen, and you can see that I made my dough in such a way that it was still sticky on the pan. You could go ahead and add flour till you're sure that your dough is no longer sticky, but I didn't have a problem leaving it like this because I was still going to add some flour when I am molding it, when I am trying to, what's the word I'm looking for, the word when I'm trying to form my bread rolls. I am going to add some flour, which you can see me doing right now. So totally for this recipe, I earlier on said that we used 4 cups of all-purpose flour, but then we had a 1/4 cup of flour at the side that we were using to sprinkle on our surface while molding our bread rolls. So after my bread had been rising for 2 hours, you guys, that long, it took 2 hours, I allowed it there to proof, and then I now took it on my surface, and I'm just going to try to cut the same sizes. So I finally decided to go ahead and use a cup to cut my bread or my dough because I wanted to achieve same sizes, or if they are not same, at least they should be very close to each other. I realized that just eyeballing and cutting with my hands will not give me exactly what I am looking for. So after I roll my bread rolls and put it in the pan, you want to put it in the pan not too close to each other because we are going to allow it to rise. You guys, I'm going to have just the time that I was spending rolling the others, they already started rising, so you can see they're already touching each other. So while I cover it to rise again for another 15 minutes, you guys can see how risen it is. I just turned on my oven and allowed it to heat up for like 5 minutes, and then I went ahead to open up my bread rolls, and then I'll pop them into the oven, and they baked for 15 minutes. This is a 1 egg that was left, so we're going to use it as our egg wash to ensure that this is going to give the bread a really nice smooth finish and a very nice color at the end. You guys are going to see it. And yeah, this is just what this is a recipe you want, I would definitely do another recipe of this, just to be able to show the entire process of how I mixed it, because I lost the footages of this one. And yeah, so we had a good number of bread rolls. I used the big baking pan, I used the medium size, and then I used the very small one that could contain just one. At some point about 15 minutes into baking, I had to send the bread rolls that were at the downer rack, I had to send them up. You know, I know when baking with the lower and the upper rack, you need to switch at some point, maybe midway in your baking. So that's what I did, and voila, this is what our bread rolls came out looking like. I love the brown color, I love how it looks, the golden brown color. It looks so delicious, it's so attractive. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys on my next video. Try out this recipe and tell me how it turned out for you.